The Junction is where the Canadian Pacific Railway East-West Railway tracks meet the Canadian National tracks in the western part of Toronto. The Junction has a rich history in industry going back as far as 1882 when Canadian Pacific Railway purchased 46 acres of land and built some of the first freight yards and maintenance shops in Toronto. However, the Junction saw the decline of industry in the 1890s with an economic recession bringing construction to an end. The Junction, up until 1993, was also home to the Ontario Stockyards, Canada's largest livestock marketplace and the hub for Ontario's meatpacking industry. This first image is an aerial photograph of the Ontario Stockyards located in the northwest sector of the Junction. The stockyards were bound by Symes Road, St. Clair Avenue West, and Keele Street. The Junction was in Prohibition from 1904 to 1997, preventing the manufacturing and sale of alcohol, which from a retail standpoint prevented the area from thriving. The repeal of Prohibition marked the starting point of a slow progressive upswing. The Junction is becoming known as an up-and-coming neighborhood with lots of young families and artists settling in the area. With the influx of new families comes the progression of retail developments. To reiterate, with people comes the need for shopping areas. The Stockyards is now a shopping center, strip center, home to several big box stores including Metro, Home Depot, Canadian Tire, and Best Buy. In the past couple of years, Trinity Development Group opened a 54,000 square foot regional shopping center featuring a variety of department, discount, and fashion apparel stores. Its anchors include Sport Chek, Winners, HomeSense, and the Dollar Store. Here is an image of the Stockyards Shopping Mall at the intersection of St. Clair Avenue West and Old Stockyards Road. The multi-level shopping center is quite visible by customers and is very easily accessible by foot, by car, and by public transit, with very few artificial barriers blocking it. The site has parking for over 1,700 cars and a bus/streetcar loop across the street from it. The site also has very high cumulative attractiveness, being that it is located adjacent to the Stockyards Strip Center. Also part of the gentrification of the Junction's retail environment is the revitalization of Campbell Block. Built in 1888, the building was originally home to United Tobacco Company and several other retailers. Today, this space is undergoing changes and would be home to upscale lofts and an A&W. Here are a couple images of retailers and restaurants that have been built within the past few years. Examples include Subway, Indie Ale House Brewing Company, and Cornerstone Furniture. All these establishments are located within a one-block radius of Keele and Dundas in the heart of the Junction. There is still an ongoing issue with retail spaces that have yet to be gentrified. A few examples being Kelt's Pub on the northwest corner of Keele and Dundas and Galaxy Donuts on the southeast corner of Keele and Dundas. However, there are many more. Kelt's Pub is supposedly being pressured to move out by 2017 and is being replaced with a more upscale retail establishment. Going forward, the focus in the Junction would be to continue to gentrify the area's retail environment, replacing all the old derelict retailers with more upscale retail establishments in order to match the progressive style of the area.